So today's Monday Minute, home renovations and tips for surviving.
We're sitting here quarantined in our bedroom, not because of COVID-19, but because we are getting the floors replaced on the main level of our house. And just like you see on so many HGTV shows, you can run into things that are unexpected that cause a lot of complications.
So today's interesting discovery, the wooden laminate floors in the downstairs were not attached with nails as one might expect, but instead with glue, and like all of the glue that existed at the time when the house was built. Enough glue that it's peeling up the subfloors as the guys are trying to demolish the floors. So we've had to rejig our plans a little bit, and that takes us to today's Monday Minute. A few things to help you navigate your home renovation.
Tip number 1, be flexible with your timeline. Leave some buffer time in between projects, because if one runs behind, you don't want it delaying the beginning of another project. Fortunately with ours, this is the last of our 4 projects, so even though we're running into delays, it won't be that big of an impact, but it could hurt you if you're doing other things.
Number 2, leave a little room in the budget for the unexpected. The quote isn't the entire expense of the project in some cases. Occasionally you will encounter an issue, and you notice if you've done enough home improvement projects that can only be fixed by throwing more money at it. So we advise that generally in a case of carpentry or construction projects, give yourself about a 25% buffer over the initial quote, just in case anything surprises you along the way.
Fortunately, you probably won't need that, but if you're committed, you need the money to repair it. And the third tip is be ready to compromise. In the example of our floors, we're now going to have to put flooring over existing flooring, which makes us concerned about whether or not the formerly carpeted areas are going to be flush with the old hardwoods when they put the flooring down. And also, we know that our baseboards are going to even look shorter than they were ever intended to look. But that is a much better solution than actually ripping up the subfloors, which is what would have happened if they kept removing the existing flooring.
So, all things considered, the projects have gone great, and we're excited to see the finished product in a few days. But there were a few hiccups along the way, and we'll get there. If you need some contractor recommendations, get in touch. We have some folks we can recommend. And if you're ever faced with the choice of attaching things with nails or glue, nails every time. Don't use glue. That's quite a commitment.
That's today's Monday Minute. I'm Shelley.
And I'm Clay with Red Barn Real Estate.